this new menu the best menu?
Pescetarian Day, we're at Universal City Walk. It's time to head to
Marley, a
Yes.
tribute to freedom.
Tribute to Freedom, because things have changed from this menu. It's your number one choice of foodie infotainment. We're here to try all the things, so you don't have to. Remember, she's vegan. I'm not. To freedom and freedom only.
It's time to foodie and chill. They pared down the menu here, but the one thing they kept that I'm glad is the jerk cauliflower. This is like my go-to dish. Like I always order this every single time that we come. And then it has the best sauce, so just it. Yes. Delicious, amazing, always consistently good. Love. It's actually the spiciest thing that I've had today. So now I'm dying a little bit. I'm good. I'm just, like 6, 7 out of 10 on the scale. 6, 7. I like it though. I'll give it like a 4.75 out of 5. I'm just dying a little bit inside now.
Okay. I'm curious to see how I react. I'm so glad these remain on the menu. All these menu updates. This is one of the best things Universal, I think, has ever created, and the fact that it's got the heat that we were expecting from the rest of pasta at Mardi Gras. I digress. These are amazing. Like, I don't know how they've done this breading. It's changed over time, and I feel like they only ever make it better. And the fact that we have an amazing sauce is fantastic, but these have like the right amount of heat. If you don't like spicy food, don't order these because it will be too hot for you. But if you enjoy a slow burn, order the jerk cauliflower wings.
Diving right into an old favorite on the menu. I can't think of a time since it arrived on the menu where we have not ordered the jerk cauliflower here. It is a true addiction. A little sauce, yeah. Nice, crispy, flavor pack. Spices, but not spicy. Not really getting any heat from it, but the flavor, fully present. But it's a slow build up. I'm feeling like some back to furnace burn, like some coals that have gone out maybe. You get a little bit of, rub your hands together, get a little close. You might get a little bit of heat, but not like I'm going to die. But again, I'm also dead inside. I don't feel heat like normal people, so it's still good. Still the same cauliflower you know and love. And for that, we're grateful. 4.5 out of 5 class.
Soup. Soup has changed, I feel like, since the last time we were here. These are the dumplings, I think. Or no, this is a potato. The dumplings used to be, like, stringy. I think this is a dumpling. Oh, yeah. This is a dumpling, and it's rough. It kind of feels like Bammy a little bit. I'm excited to try this, though. I love the soup here. I don't know. I'm not a huge fan of the broth. It's not flavorful enough for me. And there is like a hint of heat to it, but the heat is very low, like a 2 out of 10 on the heat scale. And then the dumplings do taste very like Bammy, like just really like dense. I don't like it. I'm not a fan of the soup. I think the old soup was better than this soup. Not a good soup. I would give it a 2.5 out of 5 soups. It's got potential. It's just not. It's not there.
I have also had this before, and I do remember the dumplings looking very similar to what is in this super stew. What does it say on the menu? Anyway, they were really hard to cut, but I felt like the texture in my mouth was good, so I'm really interested to see versus their opinion. I personally love the texture of that dumpling. It is very delicious. I love the flavor of the soup. The carrots are perfect. If I hadn't ordered something else, I would have gotten this. I enjoy this soup or whatever it's called on the menu, soup or stew. I can't remember. They're interchangeable sometimes. This is very delightful. If you like really chewy dumplings, you'll like this.
I know I asked this to the community recently, even though I could probably look it up myself, given access to internet. The line between soup and stew is so thin nowadays. Like, this feels like a stew. So you won't call it a soup. It's a soup. Ooh, that dumpling is dumpolin. The thick boy. There you go. Spoon, get some peppers, much of the broth. It's a thicken. I feel like this will heal me. It will. I wonder if it makes sense if I tell you the flavor of something is darker. It's much more subtle flavor. It's not as like forward and punchy as it was before. There's some spice in there, but it's like the low-level spice. I'm thinking like 1.5 out of 10 on the heat scale. It's flavorful, but in a different way. It feels much more like of an earthy soup than that super savory flavors you had before with everything else. I like it. I just don't know if I like it as much as previous iterations. It's a good soup. It'll warm you up. It's flavorful. Feels good in the throat. Feels good in the chest. I just feel like previous soup was a tiny bit better. Maybe that 3.25 out of 5 claws.
I was very interested and confused on how one stuffs a plantain, but here we are. Plantain. I'm just gonna take all these peppers off. Oh, look at that cheese.
Oh, that's where the
Cheese on the bottom. But look at this, the way they cut this plantain open. Like, she's cute. I don't want to eat the plantain. I'm just gonna grab like a little bit of the innards. I'm gonna do like a small situation here. Wow, look at that.
It does look like
Is that
chunk.
jackfruit?
Stephen was
Chunk?
speculating it was chunk.
Huh.
It kind of does look.
I see seeds maybe? I don't know. Let's see.
Maybe it's chunk.
This is spicy. Not like I'm gonna die spicy, but like a slow burn 4 out of 10 on the heat scale. The plant-based meat is really rich. Love the cheese. I love everything about this. I wasn't as big of a fan of the stuffed peppers, though they were nice. But this is a level up. This is amazing. I'm going to give this a 5 out of 5. This is a Princessities item. This is 10 times better than I expected it to be.
That he doesn't know about. That's true. All right, I preloaded it. It's falling apart. I sat too long with it on the fork. All right. Oh, that was delightful. No notes. I don't know. That's incredible. I was also curious as to how you would stuff a plantain. This is very like the presentation is interesting, and we're betting this is chunk steak in here, but like for some reason they didn't list it on the menu, so we'll update you guys later on that. Yeah, incredible. I'm glad that I ordered this. I mean, I will share, but I'm glad this. Yeah, I don't have a lot to say. I love chunk. So, like, put chunk on anything and I'll eat it. But, like, the flavors of this, just, like, wow.
So I've seen a lot of things stuffed. I've seen stuffed fish, stuffed chicken, stuffed peppers, stuffed mushrooms, stuffed, actually bananas, seen stuffed Oreos. Never in my life stuffed plantains. And I feel like I've not lived a truly full life having not thought to stuff plantains with something. But this looks decadent. I want all the things. I want these interiors. I want some of this plantain. I even want some of these peppers on top. I want all of this smoke because I want all of the flavor all of the time. That is a flavor experience. I love the slow burn heat, very front of the mouth. Like 2 out of 10 on the heat scale, but then balanced by the sweet of the plantain. You get that nice smoky tartness from like the peppers. That is delicious. Vegan or not, who cares? That good food is good food. I'd give that a 4.5 out of 5 claws. Like the burn's creeping up, still like only like a 3, but like that slow roll of the heat is like a slow roll of the flavor. I have no complaints. So brand new in the menu, we have this whole red snapper, a whole massive fried fish, topped with peppers, Tostones here on the side, and then it comes with a slaw. But you got a little eyeball in here, which apparently people have liked. Apparently this has become a quick favorite amongst people that come to this restaurant. I can understand. There was a time in my foodie youth I would name this fish. Today I will not do that.
Yeah, I was wondering.
A nice flaky red snapper, a nice crispy skin on it. I see some onions in there as well. Cheers. That is a nice, well-seasoned fish. The breading has got seasoning in it because when you bread something, people, you need to season the breading. The fish is nice and flaky. The pile of peppers, a little excessive, but the fish is well, nice and cooked very well. Skin's nice and crispy. The You get like a lime on the side if you need some of that, but like the skin, everything else tastes amazing. It's flash, but not like super breaded. And that's what I like. I hate horribly breaded fishes. I don't need armor on my fish. I just want to eat the fish. I said I wasn't going to give this fish a name, but you know what? I'm going to name this one Todd. It looks like a Todd. Todd it is. I'm giving this a 4 out of 5 claws. I can see why it's so popular. They gave me the Tostones on the side, so I figure I might as well make use of them. So I piled on a little bit of the red snapper, a little bit of the slaw, and just got myself a little Tostones serving of red snapper. The slaw with the Tostones, it's a nice crunch and adds a nice little like layer of complexity of flavor to the red snapper. Everything in here deserves to be here, deserves to exist, and I'm glad it's here. Rating still stands at 4 out of 5 claws, but it's a good fish. I can see why, again, it's so popular.
Every time I order the Bammy, I can't help but think of Anchorman, because there's a character in that movie where he says whammy, and it just makes me think Bammy. So, Bammy. It's changed a little bit in shape and appearance, but it should taste the same. Last time we got it, it was very doughy, and I didn't like it. So, let's see what this one's like. This Bammy is just not as good as it used to be. It did have a different flavor than before, and now it's just not good. So, I don't think I'm going to order this again. I'm going to give it a 2 out of 5 Bammys.
Bammy. I remember when it was like the triangles.
Mm-hmm.
That was the last time I had it.
Yeah. They changed
And
it
they changed
the
it?
time before last that we came, but this has even changed again
Weird.
since then.
Huh. Okay. Well, hopefully for the better.
No.
That is 100% whatever they're putting in that stew/soup, whichever it is called. I mean, I'm not mad about it. Like, I like really chewy and or crunchy things, so like I don't mind this texture, but it is very tough to bite through. If you have loose teeth, don't eat this.
Oh yeah.
It's really good though. They put like a nice smattering of like salt and pepper on top. I think the texture is delightful, but it is very, very chewy.
So Bammy is starting to have more shapes than your average Sesame Street episode, but we're here to try it either way. Honestly, I think it's improving. I like the liberal use of salt and pepper. The texture is still good. It is still chewy, but it's Bammy. Like, honestly, no notes. 3.5 out of 5 claws.
All right. I'm apparently the only one with an quote-unquote interesting drink at the table. So I got the Tropical Fire Mocktail. It's coconut cream, mango juice, pineapple juice, lime juice, grenadine, and Scotch bonnet. And Princess doesn't like coconut and Bear can't have mango, so I will be the only one drinking this. So it's supposed to be spicy, and this is the second time I've had this drink. Last time it came with a tahini rim, and this one didn't, so I don't know if like the drink itself is different. So, a little mix. It's got a little bit of heat on the back end. Really creamy. And if you like spicy drinks, I think you would like this. I think next time I will specifically ask them to see if they could put a tahini rim on it. I feel like my face is getting warm. This is really good. If you like spicy drinks, I think you would like this.
Bob Marley, again, does not disappoint. The menu is exciting and fun.
I love the stuffed plantain. That it is chunk, and I am jealous that Shelby got to take it home. But we got lots of leftovers, so we're gonna enjoy Bob Marley later. And I do think if you're gonna get a restaurant with leftovers, Bob Marley is the one to do because it's so good.
Yeah, they keep doing amazing with their menu. I took my fish home as well. Todd will have a nice home later once I get around to him. But we love Bob Marley. It's like not a hidden gem, but it doesn't get enough love here at City Walk. I need you guys to pay them a visit. But we want to know what you think of the brand new menu. Is this enough to entice you to go to Bob Marley?
Please do.
If not, tell me what would entice you in the comments below. Now, if there's anything else you'd like to see us do, the comments will always be the place to find us. Hit the notification bell if you want to see other videos like this, and
We have new videos 5 days a week. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Saturday!
we will see you soon.
Be sure to subscribe and like this video. And if you don't comment, well, will we ever Bob Marley again? Only Bear will know.
The answer is yes, but you heard the wrong. 4 out of 5 Todds.